showbiz time. Welcome to our channel. If you're new to it, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. We put up more content than any other YouTuber in the whole wide world.
Potentially more than some broadcasters. So you could miss it.
Yeah. You could miss it.
And if you feel extra naughty, press the join button. God knows what happened then. Showbiz.
Showbiz. There's no business like show business like no business I know. Everybody
Rami. Everybody ran and get a go.
Or as we say in TV, there is
no business like show.
No.
There's no show like
what is it? This business we call show. Sometimes I'm absolutely, utterly gobsmacked at how fake it is. Sometimes I've seen people turn from being so vile and then just switch it on.
So pretending nice. That's how I found Kourtney Cox from Friends.
We talk. We call it Dr. Red Light.
Yes.
Red Light comes on.
Kourtney Cox. She comes over as such a friendly, lovely, warm person. Not the one I met. And Madonna, horrible. Okay, so it's showbiz news, and we've got a few good stories for you tonight. Now, I think the first one that Nadia's going to lead with, I got the most trolling and criticism ever in my life for... What did I...
I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. I'm doing it underscore.
Oh, is it an underbed?
It's an underbed.
So when I last spoke about Dolly Parton,
who I love, and I'm never, ever allowed to play.
Sing the underlay.
Never allowed to play her.
Sing the underlay. Keep singing.
Your eyes are green.
I was targeted by a number of very, very ardent people saying, don't diss the Dolly.
Don't take my man.
Well, I'm worried I might diss the Dolly again, guys.
So, lovely, wonderful, incredible Dolly, who has the best sense of humour, who's super bloody smart, is a huge talent. I adore her. And for her 75th birthday, she has said, probably with a little bit of tongue in her cheek, that she would like to grace the cover of Playboy magazine again, like she did when she was 35.
Oh, did she? When she was 35?
Yeah.
Did she show everything?
I don't know about that. I would think so. So this was on 60 Minutes Australia, and it really is her dream. And she was asked about retirement. She said, absolutely not. She has no plans to retire. She's just turned 75. And she wants to be on Playboy.
This presents some problems to me. I asked our girls just before we came onto this film, and I said, what do you feel of Dolly Parton at 75 wanting to plaster her body over the front
she wasn't naked.
Playboy?
She was in a bunny black leotard and bunny ears.
Oh, right.
So that wouldn't be...
Oh, right. Okay. Now, you see, okay, let's qualify this. I thought you meant naked.
So did I.
So I think Dolly Parton...
She said when asked if she would wear the same costume again for a potential cover, Parton responded, I could probably use it. Maybe boobs are still the same.
Yeah, I think that would be quite retro and quite fun. I had for a moment ghastly image of her naked body all over the.
That wouldn't be ghastly.
It would be ghastly.
I love this. She added, "I'm kind of cartoonish, and cartoons don't really age that much. I love her."
And that's my worry. You see, I once had the strange privilege of seeing Jane Fonda bare her breasts at the age of 75 or thereabouts, or however old she was 5 years ago, on the stage in New York. And she'd had a boob job. And it looked like seeing incredibly young boobs on an incredibly old woman. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. It's not right.
But she's going to wear bunny ears and a bunny...
Bunny ears and a bunny... I think that'd be quite cool. I'd quite like to see you run around in a bunny outfit.
I think I'd look good in a bunny outfit.
Do your bunny impersonation. Do you know why bunnies they went for bunnies?
Because don't they lift up their tails when they want you to see their bum?
No, they have a lot of sex.
Oh, Mark, stop.
Turn over. Well, they do. But coronavirus is just everywhere. You've got to wash your hands, you've got to touch your hair, and then you've got to use a hand sanitizer. So there's all sorts of memes coming out.
I have to say, I've been getting some very funny ones.
Nadia's been getting some very funny ones from her friend Lee. And a couple of coronavirus memes that have actually engaged with the stars themselves. Jason Momoa, who obviously we know as Aquaman. One of the memes suggests that we need to wash our hands like we're washing Jason Momoa.
And this came from a site called Mummies Keeping It Real.
Yeah, Mummies That Keep It Real. Now, the thing that really amuses me about this is they've spelt his surname wrong. Jason Momoa.
Oh.
But maybe that's a pun on mama.
Mam. I think that's from mum.
Yeah.
Mama.
Anyway, so he's seen this and he said he thought it was really good and it was really funny and there you go. So so when you're determining the optimal length of time to wash your hands, consider moving through the crevices, the bumps and sort of little bits that go in and dips of Jason Momoa's chest. Because the other one that's also been done is Ariana Grande, who's renowned for apparently wearing incredibly long-sleeved jumpers. Apparently it's a thing, is it? Is it a thing?
Yeah.
I imagine you used to wear sort of...
Well, I always like these ones where you put your thumbs through. It gives me a kind of security.
Yeah,
when
safe.
I've got them.
Like nothing can rush up your sleeve. Is that right? Like ants.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande. Anyway, someone did one of pretended to be Ariana Grande with tiny little hands, washing their hands, and of course it went all over the sleeves, and so they were really wet. But Ariana Grande replied to it. In fact, she actually engaged with it, which apparently is the first thing you mustn't do as a major A-list celeb. Don't engage. And she said, "Hate you all." Which I thought was a bit down. I think, why can't you ever laugh about it?
Was she not giggling?
There's no laughy smiley face. So everyone said, "Oh, nah, girl, we love you. It's so funny. You know you do that, so stop," wrote a third. So anyway.
She just went, "I hate you, girl."
I hate you guys. I hate you all. So Jason Momoa, quite willing to have his crevices massaged and washed. Ariana Grande not wanting her cuffs washed. So that was a weird one. What have you got?
Yes, inside Brooklyn Beckham's party. Just
Brooklyn
because
Beckham.
So insane. Rumoured to have cost £100,000, though how they know that, who knows. They held it in their £6 million Cotswolds home. Oh my God, it sounds like the best party. Gorgeous. Victoria posted lovely little Insta films of her and David dancing till 6 a.m. They had Brooklyn Beckham floaters of ice, BB, on top of all the cocktails.
Floaters of what?
Little ice cubes, BB. You can see it. You can show them.
Oh right, okay.
So traditional marquees and teepees were built in the Beckham's garden. It's funny though. I mean, would you want your mum and dad's friends there at your 21st birthday?
No, I wouldn't.
But they were all very close, weren't they? So Stormzy was employed to sing.
That must be weird when you know someone like that isn't there because they like you. They're there because they've been paid. Do you know what I mean? I think that's curious.
I mean, I've met Victoria Beckham and she's absolutely lovely. And I think they've got all that money relative to the money that they've got. This is probably just the lifestyle of the rich and famous. Gordon and Tana Ramsay obviously were there with their kids.
If they had any of the Volawons.
Harper was dancing with Stormzy.
Oh, right.
Beckham got up on the stage, but Brooklyn got up on the stage. Brooklyn was dancing with his girlfriend, the model, Nicola Peltz. Attempted to pick her up on the dance floor, but apparently it all went very wrong.
Over.
Look at David and Victoria.
Oh, they seem so in love.
Absolutely.
Are they having a renaissance?
Romeo looks very good looking, isn't he?
Are they having a renaissance, would you say?
I think they've always said they're really in love, haven't they?
Oh, have they? Oh, look, they look really happy. Oh, man, I'm so jealous. Oh, look, they all look like they're having a great time.
There's Emma Bunton and her husband. Yeah, it looks like just the loveliest, happiest party, doesn't it?
Squeaky pants. Do you ever wear squeaky pants?
No.
Why not?
Sandra Beckham, David Beckham's mum was there. All the family were there. Oh, look at Stormzy dancing with 8-year-old Harper.
Oh. He's got so many tattoos.
Doesn't it just look like...
That looks like some very vigorous dancing there. What's going on there? Jesus Christ.
It just looks like they just have had the
most
gorgeous time.
This is how the rich and famous... Do you remember that party?
Look at the salmon being smoked.
Do you remember that party we had for Maddie where we booked a portable farm when she was tiny?
Yeah.
We had a portable farm.
Mark
we had
kept saying, who do you think you are,
everything.
Victoria Beckham, the whole time?
I did.
Mac and Wild, fresh salmon was smoked. There we go.
Oh, smoked
Ahead
on
of the
site.
festivities.
So it comes as salmon and it ends up smoked salmon.
High level protection all the way around. Chef barbecuing whole pigs.
Well, okay, I'm going to bring you crunchingly back down to earth to Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is suing a Russian robotics company for $10 million over a looky-likey robot.
Oh.
There's the robot.
My God, he doesn't look anything like him. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He's not going to win that
But
suit.
Promobot, the company that has made it, is advertising it as Arnold Schwarzenegger will meet your guests, turn on the light and turn the kettle on. I would, but can I just say
I
something?
would take umbrage with that. You can't just use a person's name.
Well, you
like
can't
that.
do those three things anyway. Turn on the light, turn the kettle on, and meet your guest. I would pay good money to have Arnold Schwarzenegger meet guests, turn the light on, and turn the kettle on. So anyway, they're doing it with Marilyn Monroe, William Shakespeare. It's a very curious, but anyway, they say Arnold Schwarzenegger will meet your guests, turn on the light, turn on the kettle, all that, and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The real story for me here is how scary AI is getting.
Yeah, it is. But what was that advert where they used to have an Arnold Schwarzenegger head running around? Was it Direct Line or something? And he would be like, "I'll be back." It looks like it's one of those. Anyway, so Arnold Schwarzenegger just sent the company a cease and desist letter, which means stop, pull it down, simply saying, like hell I will. Like hell I will.
Like hell.
Yeah. Get to the chopper now.
That's funny.
So regardless of how wonky the likeness is, that bust is clearly trying to look like Schwarzenegger. And so for him, he's filed legal proceedings, and he doesn't want a little AI robot looking like him. I think I'd really quite like a little robot of you somewhere.
So, Kourtney Kardashian has been confirmed as coming back.
To where?
To KUWTK.
What the hell is that?
That is...
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, I know the acronym.
Now, I watched the last series, and I have to say, though she's very, very annoying, Kourtney, because she's just so like that.
Is she the one who's the alleged daughter of O.J. Simpson?
And she wants... No, not that one.
Oh, right.
Anyway, so all through the last series... Kim and Chloe were arguing with Kourtney, and at times it was really uncomfortable. I have to say, it was really uncomfortable.
Oh, why?
Because it was 2 against 1. I mean, she was being very irritating. She wasn't turning up for work.
Oh.
She was leaving them to do all the filming.
Right.
And she was like, "I've had enough of it." But their beef was, but their beef was, you're earning all the money. None of us would be anything without this series. You can't just. And she was going off and like having days just doing her thing without cameras and being really arsey about filming, and they just got so pissed off with her.
Fair dues.
And it looked like she said that she wanted to spend more time with her family and on her business Poosh. She has her website business Poosh.
Oh, Poosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But her mum, Chris, announced on Ellen DeGeneres that she has actually signed and she is going to be filming again.
So she's a reluctant member of the show.
I genuinely didn't think
shouty.
she was, because I think a lot of people thought that it was just all a bit of a drama, a cooked up drama.
Oh.
So she said that they probably just needed a bit of time apart.
Right.
Chris talked about how upset she was about a fight because they actually have a physical fight, Kim and Kourtney.
Is this unheard of?
Well, Chris said she hadn't seen this for years, since they were youngsters, so she was really, really upset by it.
Right.
Look, I haven't seen them fight like this since high school.
So this isn't a conflict designed for the show to generate promotional publicity and all that kind of stuff. That's my worry with the Kardashians, that every drama that happens is designed to create...
For me, it felt real, because I was watching it through the series. It got very, very heated, and they're not actresses, do you know what I mean? That would have been quite difficult to act.
Pregnant Katy Perry. Katy, it was sad. Poor old Katy Perry. She lost her grandmother the day after announcing that she was pregnant.
Yeah, her wonderful grandmother was 99.
99, I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
she's pregnant. She says that she really is hoping it's a girl. She praises pregnancy for helping her to get over her past addictions.
A bit like you then.
Yeah, it is a bit. She's given up smoking and drinking, and she said she felt quite blue about that at the beginning. She felt quite down. She found it quite difficult.
You struggled with the crack pipe, didn't you?
Shut up.
She really did.
She said she found it really difficult to begin with, but she said she's really glad that she's not as addicted to things as she has been in the past.
Could that all change when she has it?
Because do you remember she was married to Russell Brand, wasn't she? And it didn't even last year, and he said that there was a seismic, shocking problem, and that's why he'd had to leave.
Hang on a minute. Russell Brand said there was a seismic problem.
Yeah, so because he's been sober, he's been sober
how big
for a
a
lot.
problem can it be?
No, but I wonder if it was because she said she did have addictions. She says, and that they've and she's.
Is she who's the father?
She said she can't wait for an extra dirty martini come the summer. The father
That suggests she hasn't got over the addiction.
No, exactly. Orlando Bloom. He already has a 9-year-old child from his marriage to model Miranda Kerr.
And as you probably know, watching our Showbiz News, he misspelt the name of his son on his arm in Morse code.
Morse code.
Okay, so she's expecting a baby with Orlando Bloom, feels like she's given up her addictions, but can't wait to have a dry martini. Something tells me we're going to be coming back to that story in a few years. Today marks the last proper royal engagement for Meghan and Harry. They now are no longer royals. And there was just a shot, one of those stills taken of them both in the back of the car driving off. And a few people are sort of commenting on the fact that
This wasn't from today's last engagement. This was from last night's.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah.
Right. But a lot of people sort of saying, does this picture tell 1,000 stories? They both look slightly grimacy. Well, she looks very grimacy, and he looks like he's wondering what the hell he's done wrong, where he's going, and why he's done it.
It's funny because we were talking about this in Loose Women the other day, that when she arrived in that beautiful blue dress, the first occasion back from Canada, and everyone said, oh, they're so in love, they said this and that, and we were laughing. We said, you can just never know what's actually gone in the picture. She could have turned for a split second and gone like that, and now they're making out that it means this or that. We just don't know what goes on in their lives.
She looks like she's got a little bit of wind there.
Exactly, she could have just been farting,
trying to clear her thong from her
Who can
cleft.
know what's going on?
And he looks slightly like he's just wondering when he can next get back to the corgis for a bit of a game.
The thing is, it is sad. It will be difficult. He's leaving his family, even if it's what he wants to do. You still leave your family and your home, your country, your family. It's difficult.
It does speak, but it is one of those. I wonder if it will become one of those sort of iconic images.
I don't know who the royal correspondent was today that was commentating on either BBC or Sky. But she travels round with the royals on their foreign engagements and stuff. And she said that Harry had always said to her that if he left the royal family, it was because he would want to go and live in Africa and work in conservation, saving wild animals.
Well, he's going off to Hollywood.
She said this is such the opposite from what he's always said. And she would have been, apparently he was tearful last night when they gave him a standing ovation. Well, because that may well be the last time that he wears that uniform.
And someone did comment, actually, quite poignantly, on the idea that perhaps they got a taste last night of just how good it could have been as royals. Because they were the darlings. They could have been the darlings. They really could have. The more informal darlings than the Prince William and whatever her name is.
But then we don't know, do we? They might have, right at the beginning, they might have wanted to say when they got engaged. Maybe they'd had these conversations right at the beginning. Let's do this first year, and then let's just plan to... Who knows? He might have been the one that said, come on, let's get out of here and go to Hollywood.
He definitely in that image, he's thinking we should have booked an Uber. Because it looks like it's definitely going to take them too long.
I wonder if we can get McDonald's on the way home.
Yeah, I think so. And she's.
I think she's just got that Spanx thing when you get a bit of wind.
No, she's definitely letting a bit of wind out. Yeah. Anyway, well, there's your showbiz for you. We're going to pop this image up on the family Instagram, and we'd like your captions to go with it. That would be good. But what do you think, guys? See, we don't like to be bitchy, but we like to be showbizy. Do your showbiz song again.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everybody's gonna be talking about it. Till the end. We'll learn that for next time. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe, guys.